So I just got the Eras from Walrus Audio, a 5-state distortion pedal. So as I'm testing this out for the first time, I'm thinking I like distortion pedals, I like this one, but they tend to sort of hijack any character that you have in your amp. Then I saw that this pedal has a blend knob, a feature that I'm not usually a big fan of. With the blend knob, you can add in your clean signal. You can combine this pedal with a different gain pedal if you want that. And most importantly, you can combine the gain with any distortion that you are able to get from your amplifiers. I have a lot of amplifiers here in my studio, big ones, small ones, new ones and old ones. I like how they sound. I want to challenge myself to make the best guitar tones that I have ever recorded. And I want to do so with using those amps, other pedals, this pedal, and by using the blend knob here on the pedal to make complex guitar sounds. Okay, so first I need a song or a riff, so I need to make that. And after that, we can start to build some huge guitar tones. Yes. Okay, I think I have a couple of riffs now. Time to put them together, find a tempo, and to record a lead track that I can send to the drummer. Yeah. I think I'm pretty stoked on that. It's a more heavy tune. So I'm sending that off to Sindre, the drummer, right now. In the meantime, I want to start to experiment with different amps and pedals and with the Eras. So for the first guitar track, I have decided to use my Ampeg VT40. This amp is just notoriously hard to mic up, so I ended up using my Torpedo Live. As for pedals, I'm pushing it really hard with the SD1, and I'm boosting the mids with an EQ. And of course we are using the Eras as well. I do not have a lot of gain going on with the Eras, and the blend is way down, but I also know that there will be one more amp on the right side and one guitar on the left side with 2 amps. So there are still many places where we can add gain, and I have been auditioning a second amp for this track. I ended up on the Supro Keeley Custom. So this is the Ampeg VT40 alone and with the pedals. And this is the Supro alone, and I'm using a Hamstead Comet in front of that one to push it a bit. And this is a blend of both. And it looks like I just got the drum track, so I'm ready to record these 2 amps for the right side guitar. After that, I need to find 2 more amps and then record the left side guitar. The tentative plan is to use this as the main amp on the left side, maybe combined with this one. But yeah, I'm hooking up the Silvertone first. So with the first guitar, it was really difficult with the phasing because one was recorded through the Torpedo Live and one with a mic. And from what I understand, the IR in the Torpedo Live was recorded closer to the speaker than I was able to do with the Supro. So I had to fix that in the DAW, but when I'm using 2 amps, that is a lot easier to fix. Oh, after a lot of trying, I ended up using the silver tone through the barefaced cabinet, as you saw with the M160 mic in front of it. The small Supro was a bit too boxy, so I went for the Hamstead Artist 60 on the 7-watt mode because I wanted the feel of a smaller amp on that one. And of course, after trying a lot of guitars, I ended up on my favorite, the Fano PX6. The silver tone sounds like this. And that of course is also with the Eras, with a bit more gain on this one compared to the VT40. And then the Hamstead. And together. So then it's time to track the second guitar. An issue in a room like this where I don't have a separate control room is the fact that the amps are working really hard in the room. I need to wear earplugs and make the best out of it. Hopefully I'm able to play tight enough to the other guitar. Yeah. Det är för lågt. The song is ready, and I'm happy to report that the blend knob did exactly what I wanted it to do. This is definitely the most rich guitar tones that I've ever recorded. They are chunky and aggressive, but they still have a lot of clarity and definition in them. I'm going to show you the song right now. Keep in mind that I don't write flashy guitar solo songs. It's more like a song that I would make for a band if I played in one with a singer. And if you want to listen to the separate guitar tracks and see how I mixed and arranged this song, stay tuned after the playthrough. Okay, let's dive right into it. The first amp is the Ampeg V40. I'm going to show you that in solo. And this is a very mid-rich guitar, to say it carefully. And of course I did the Supro at the same time as the Ampeg. Here is that one. Quite a different sound from the Ampeg, but together they are sort of like this. And then we go over to the left side, and there we have the silver tone through my barefaced cabinet, and that sounds like this. We have some more distortion from the Eras, and also it's quite different from the guitar on the right side, but together they complement each other really well. And then we have the Hamstead, which I also recorded together with the silver tone. Here is that one. A smaller, more compact and more aggressive sound, even though it has less distortion on it compared to the silver tone. And here they are together again. And all of those tracks combined. a guitar sound that I'm really happy with. I've done some EQing on all of them, a high pass and a compressor, of course. On the Supro you can also see that I have a sample delay because of the phase issues to fix that. And when I finished the main guitar tracks, I did some overdubs. And the first one that I did was a stereo acoustic guitar on the chorus only. That one is really low in the mix and with a lot of reverb, and that is to create some depth in the mix and also to have that pick attack from the acoustic. In solo it sounds like this. Alone, that is definitely not a good acoustic sound. My guitar is buzzing, I need to get that fixed. But I sort of feel like the pick attack and the reverb is working really well in the mix. I will turn on the guitars and then I will add in the acoustics. And then you can see if you can hear a difference. So that's the acoustic guitar, and I also did some octave overdubs on the chorus. Just to emphasize those and I think that really works. And at the end I did some lap steel. I felt that the song wasn't really going anywhere. This of course is a song that would need vocals to be complete. I haven't done any vocals, I don't sing, so instead I put a lap steel at the end and it sounds like this. And of course we have a bass. I did that all with my CLA bass plugin from Waves. You can see that I have a stereo track with the drums that is mixed by the drummer, so I don't have to do any mixing on those. Let's start to add one by one track in here and see how it ends up all together. Yeah. This again is probably the most satisfied I am when it comes to recorded guitar tones. I really hope that you learned something from this, and if I'm correct, YouTube is recommending that you can check out this video as well. Thank you for watching and goodbye.